The sixth and final of the mindfulness of the body practices is the 9 charnel ground contemplations. In certain Asian cultures, the charnel grounds are where dead bodies are brought and they remain there waiting to be cremated. And so there will be bodies there in various states of decay. So there is a list here. I'm going to read the list of a dead body in various states of decay. You may not have heard of such a practice. They're certainly not common here in this country. First, you need access to either in real decaying bodies, or people have done these using photos, if you're able to get photos of these. This practice is not for everyone. I invite you to notice, just by me mentioning what this practice is, it may or may not have brought up certain feelings for you. So you can just notice and see, has it, maybe some aversion or revulsion or fear has come up. If that's true, then this would not be an appropriate practice for you. The whole point of these practices is to see that we all know, that life has an ending. We all know what happens to the human body. So contemplating this way is in service of letting go, not clinging with the body. So again, if even hearing about these feels like it's doing the opposite, it's having us get afraid or contracted or in some kind of aversion, then it's not a good practice for helping deepen our liberation and non-clinging. It actually may reinforce clinging. So again, there's not a right or wrong with any of this, but we're just offering it because it is a practice, probably mostly in traditional Buddhist countries among monastic practitioners, who may be the people who are more doing these kind of practices. So having said that, I'm going to read the list of the nine stages of a body decaying, and you can just hear them, and just so you know what this is. And again, notice if some feeling or reaction comes up when you hear them. So as we hear these, we're invited to, through each of these, to reflect, my body too is of the same nature. It will be like this. We're not exempt from that. So the first one is, you see a corpse thrown aside in a charnel ground, 1, 2, or 3 days dead, bloated and oozing matter. So it's not very pretty. The second way you contemplate the body as a body is a dead body being devoured by birds, jackals, vultures, hawks. A skeleton with flesh and blood held together with sinews, a fleshless skeleton smeared with blood, a skeleton without flesh and blood, disconnected bones scattered in all directions. I think that's basically, and then there's a whole list of, you'll see bones scattered here and there. And, and then there is some more. Bones bleached white, bones more than a year old, rotted and crumbling to dust. And for each of these, if you're doing this practice, you reflect that my body, we're not exempt from this, and this will happen to our bodies too. And in this way, you contemplate again the same list, internally, externally, both internally, externally, the changing nature. If you were to come back day after day to the same body in a charnel ground, it would change, or bear mindfulness. So again, be gentle with yourself in this, Probably not very many people do practices like this, but it is available. And just to know it is one of and it's the final in the list of mindfulness of the body practices.